Dear home buyer, don't get caught up in all the razzle-dazzle of shiny countertops, beautiful new paint, wood floors, and gorgeous staged houses with beautiful pictures. Don't get caught up in the warnings of multiple offers, and you better hurry before it's gone. Buy before it's too late. How do you not get caught up in all that? You plan ahead and really know what you want and you need for your next house. I'm Natalie Bratton with RE/MAX First in Oklahoma City, and here are 6 tips to prepare you to enter the real estate market as a buyer. Home buyers, the real estate market right now is moving fast. If you snooze, you lose if you see a house you like. Interest rates are really low, and so you may feel like you have to get in there and make a decision quickly. You're going to be able to do that better if you plan ahead and if you really know what it is you need and what you want in your next home before you get out there. It's easy when you get in a house and they have it smelling nice, they're playing music, the lights are on, they have a cute front porch swing and gorgeous new countertops. It's easy to get dazzled and lose sight of what your goals are and what it is that you really want and need. And then especially if you hear there's multiple offers coming in, then you might get anxious and you might pull the trigger on the wrong house. So before you get into the real estate market as a buyer, here are some things you need to think about before you go out and look at properties. Location, location, location. There's a reason we say it 3 times. There's a reason it's a well-known saying, location, location, location. The number one factor for the home you purchase is the location. Don't fall in love with a home that's not in the location that you want to be in. If you haven't really thought about the location, that is the first thing you need to do. You need to narrow down where you want to live. Choose location based on your life, where your friends are, your family, what your hobbies and interests are, personality, schools, whatever the things are that are important to you in your life, that is going to help you decide the location. Clearly, if you want to live out on land and you're a small town gal, you're not going to buy a house in the heart of downtown Oklahoma City. I've had plenty of clients and friends over the years who buy a house for the house and then call me 2 years later and they're like, we love our house but we hate where we live. Everything we do is on the other side of town. Or we wanted a new construction house, so we bought a house over in this suburb. Well, all our friends and family live over in this suburb. Why did you do that? We love our house but we hate where we live. That's the worst. So you need to narrow down and decide where you want to live. Number 2 is make a needs list. Now this is the most basic needs. I need how many bedrooms? Do you need 3 bedrooms? Can you get by with 2? Do you need 4? Do you need how many bathrooms? Say I want 2 bathrooms. Well, can you live with 1.5? Or I need a 2-car garage. Do you need a 1-car garage, 2, 3? Like the bare minimum that you require. Do you want to live in a townhouse or a condo or a single family home? Like I'm talking basics. The location, the basics you need in your house, and then your price range. That is your needs list. It's going to be pretty short. Now number 3 is more fun. It's the wants list. Now the wants list may be really long, depending on you. The wants list is, I want wood floors. I want a separate tub and shower in the master bath. I want a huge closet. I want granite countertops. I want a gas range. I want a huge backyard. I want a neighborhood swimming pool. On and on and on. The list can go on and on. That list can be long, but what I want you to do after you make it is go through and prioritize them number them, 1 being the one you want the most, down to the least. So that way, when we're in houses and you're trying to decide if you like it and it will work for you, the higher it is up on your wants list, the more points it's going to get. Number 4 should be obvious. And I'm not a marriage counselor, but if you are married or you are buying this house with somebody else, confer with your partner. You need to each make this list and then share your lists with each other and make sure each other knows what's important to you. And then game plan and decide what things you can drop off, which things are more important. At least make sure that when you go and you start looking at houses together, you each know what's important to each other. Hey, by the way, if you think that this is somewhat interesting and you are interested in real estate or living in Oklahoma, then please subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every Friday. Number 5, boots on the ground. It's time to do a lot of driving and going to open houses. If you live here, if you live in the town where you're buying, then drive around neighborhoods. Go to open houses. I will send you a list every Friday of open houses for you to visit if that's what you want to do. Drive through neighborhoods and figure out what areas you like and what areas you don't like. So that way, when it's time for us to get in the car together and go look at houses, and it's time for you to make a decision about which house you want to buy, you will be prepared. Number 6 is set the right expectations for your house. This is not like House Hunters. I will never understand how you can watch House Hunters and they'll be like, this is Jack and Jill. Jill's a school teacher and Jack runs a nonprofit for homeless people. Their budget is $1 million and they need 3,000 square feet and a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a 3-car garage and a swimming pool. I don't know how they do that. Anyway, so the more you prepare, you make your list, you drive around, you go to open houses, and so once you realize what you can get, what you can afford, set the right expectations so that when you are looking at houses, you can make the best decision possible for you at this time in your life. Are you buying your dream home, or is this a starter home? Are you downsizing? Look at the market around you and set real expectations of what you are going to be buying. If you're moving to Oklahoma from another state, our style of houses may be completely different than what you're used to. We don't do basements. We don't like the woodwork colors, and just things might be different than what you're used to. So do the research, driving around, looking at pictures, so that you can set your expectations so that in the end you will be happy with your decision. One more thing, here's a bonus tip. I would say know your why. Why are you buying this house? Is it because you're starting an exciting new job? Is it because you are having a baby, or you are newlyweds, or you're downsizing because you're empty nesters, or your spouse died? Know your why. Know the why and be compassionate towards yourself. When you're looking at houses and you're trying to make a decision, what is your motivation for buying this house? And then hold on to that. Don't lose sight of that, especially if we get into rocky situations, multiple offers, or frustration with the seller or the other realtors involved. Know your why. That'll keep you going if it's difficult. The why will motivate you and help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Tell me your why, so that when you get anxious, I can remind you why you're buying this home. Hey, for more information about buying a home, check out this playlist for home buyers, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks!